So good morning and welcome back to the Little French Homestead. It has been now a couple of days since we've finished this coop. These are all my beautiful little chickies. They all come to say hi this morning. Hi ladies, how are ya? Yeah. Now they're all mad because we went and fixed this for them. Now we do have to add a little bit more sturdiness to it. I think we're gonna have to add a couple of these along the bottom on the side right here, because yesterday we had some really heavy winds and they look like they're trying to come down on us a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get that fixed. But the real reason why I showed you out here is because I wanted you to see this is where we're gonna put the new greenhouse. Now we're not doing anything to it this year. We got to go ahead and clean it all up and maybe add a little bit more fabric around, not fabric, but chicken wire. We still have some right here that we've got left over, but along the bottom there are some holes that both sets of chickens that we've had did this. They knocked it over a little bit. But this is still a perfectly good greenhouse and or chicken coop that it was. But you can see down here in the bottom, we've put some extra dark black mesh on it because they kept pushing the sides out. So what we're gonna have to do, excuse me, my thing's messed up. So you can see here where it was pushed out enough to where sometimes they would come running out. So that's the reason why we did that. So this will in turn be a greenhouse. So then that way, my greenhouse in here, I can go in there, make everything all up, bring it out here. We have some heavy duty clear plastic that we're gonna go ahead and coat the whole around the back. And we won't do the front, so we still have some good airflow coming in. And then maybe we'll be able to do maybe some metal dowels going along the line if we need to roll it up a little bit. We'll jerry rig it enough to go ahead and do that. But I wanted to show you the beautiful garden that's going on. Yes, I know I have a bunch of weeds, but isn't this beautiful? I've got some homegrown lettuce. We've got some tomatoes coming in here. I've got some cherry tomatoes way in the back. Here, let me go ahead and open up my gate so I can go ahead and get all the way in. That is rigged enough to where we're gonna go ahead and fix that a little bit. So there's a variety of San Marzanos and cherry tomatoes all along the back. You can see that I have some cherry tomatoes coming in. We will be going out here probably the end of next weekend to put stakes behind these so we can make sure, like the one back over there in the corner, to make sure now that they actually start growing all up. We've got some broccoli, some cauliflower growing in here. We've got, I want to say there was some pepper plants. See, look at those tomatoes. Now, my husband, my son, and I, we don't eat cherry tomatoes. Well, we don't eat tomatoes at all, really. But my daughters absolutely love cherry tomatoes. They pop them like candy. So that's what we're attempting to do, is have enough for them to go ahead and have any. Now, over here, we have between zucchini and summer squash coming in. We don't have anything growing right in here for right now. We were going to get some peppers, but I don't think that we're going to be able to this year. And then we've got a couple of more plants of tomatoes. And we've got a couple of cucumbers. Now, my dad was so gracious enough to go ahead and start all of these seeds for me in his yard. That way we could get a jump start on it. Between working 40 hours, even though it is from home. I don't usually sometimes have the time to start. I do have to make sure that next year I put aside some time to go ahead and do my own. Now in here, we've got, I've got some oregano growing up in here. We've got, what was that, basil coming up. We got some parsley coming in. So this is wonderful. We got, in here was some rosemary. Let me go ahead and get some of this off of here. Hopefully these will grow. We've got some, like I said, some lavender that I've started in here. And then up in here, we've got some dill, some thyme, and what was that over here? Some sage. So these are still coming along. I did direct sow all of these here, so they may be a little bit behind when they normally shouldn't be. Oh, there's a little rosemary coming in right there. So this is how to also have fresh herbs on your homestead and grow as much food as you can. Now they do have what's called green stalks, and there's other forms of that. You can certainly, if you have a small deck, use growing pots. These are terracotta grow beds. I can link these down in the description box below for you. I don't have any green stalks, but I do have something very similar to that, but I don't have anything in there yet. So I'm just going to show you the back end of the chicken coop real quick, because the other day we were just so hot and tired that I didn't even want to go ahead and come out to show anything. So we ended up putting a layer of hard fencing right here, and we just double fenced it along there. We were actually able to have some of the chickens come down here. It's not all the way level. We tried to do it as much as possible, but then we've got these sticks up here, and like I said, we just need to make sure that these become a little bit more straightened out. But I can tell you right now, she's mad at me. We have nicknamed that white one and the other white one Thelma and Louise, because they were always on a daredevil jumps, from jumping up here and getting on the roof and jumping down. Oh, look at that. What wildlife going on right now. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a caterpillar walking on the metal roof. That's pretty cool. Stay away from the chickens because they're gonna have you for lunch. We've been getting anywhere between 12, not 12 because we have 12 chickens. We've been getting anywhere between 8 to 10 eggs a day. So that is phenomenal. I've got a bunch of egg related videos in the process. Yeah, I hear you, Thelma. Yeah, I know, you're mad at me, huh? Yeah, you keep singing though, because she's mad because she can't get out anymore. We don't know if it was her or Louise, but when they were jumping over on the side, let me show you real quick here in the front. So what they were doing is they were like jumping off this roof right here, and they were coming underneath here, and I believe that they have eggs down in there that they were trying to sit on, because when we were putting this all up this past weekend, of course we didn't have any of this wire going on back here, so they were jumping up. Both of them were jumping up and then coming underneath here, and they went right underneath there. And I says, I bet you they have eggs. So they probably did, and now they're mad because they can't get to them. And we did find, wrapped up in all of this type of netting, about 2.5, maybe a 3-foot snake. It was dead, very thin. It was attached to right in the front where the chicken coop comes in. And I don't know if the chickens got him or if he just died due to the fact that he got all wrapped up in it. But when we were taking it all apart, my daughter found that, and of course, like any child or any person really, she flipped right out. And once we realized it was dead, it was quite funny. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end here. So I just want to say thank you for letting me come into your home today. If you like this video and you want to see more, please like, share, and subscribe, and keep on cooking. Bye.